Welcome to the School of Wordcraft and Worldmancy. This is Feedback Frenzy.
Hello, and welcome to a Submit Saturday where we critique fiction up to 1,500 words, and we review world-building articles every Saturday. And thank you so much for being here and enjoying this article critique that is provided by Dazzlinkat. It is the Hesperides. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right into the review, and we'll do the zoom out to see how this goes. Ooh, we got picture. Oh, nice. All right, we got, okay, so we, pretty straightforward. Hesperides, we got the origin, we got a small sidebar, but we have lots of nice pictures in here. Oh, it's already starting to get comments. That's cool. All right, origins. So I do like this template. As you can tell, as you may remember, I'm not a big fan of the headers that take up all of the first screen. So when you go like this is good because at least you can see, at least on this resolution, you can see the title here. But I guess I'm old school web design and I like the smaller stuff. Okay, so let's get this. Agile, Erethes, and Hespera slept in their simple home within the orchard. Theirs was the task of tending the trees and fending off anything or anyone who would take their fruit before the sisters could get them to market. As they slept, they dreamed. On their dreams, they shared a vision of trees blending together to grow new fruits. One was so yellow it was brighter than gold. It would have a more bitter, even sour taste. The other was darker than gold. This darker fruit was sweeter and more complicated to blend. It would take generations to get it right. Daughters, a voice whispered through their dreams, with immense yet soothing power. This was the voice of Nyx, goddess of night and crafter of sunsets. I have shown you the way to bring forth the most vital of fruits that need to someday grow all around the world. If you work upon this task for 1 year, I shall grant you the power to continue to do so for ages untold. Each of the sisters, in her own dream, agreed to take up this task. They became the first Hesperides. All right. Now, I really like when the hook for a world-building article is a vignette or a quote like Dazzlinkat has done right here. And yeah, I like it. It says, ooh, we get a little bit of the conflict, we get a bit of the story, we get to know why this world-building organization, yes, this is an organization, why this topic is important to the world through the eyes of a reader or the others. All right, let's go to the side column for a second here. Unlike most organizations, the Hesperides do not have a formal leader. What they do have are wise ones like the trio. Agile, Erethes, and Hespera are the original trio and considered the most wise. After the trio, after the trio, as they are called, come the four who complete the seven with the trio. Arethusa, Asterope, Chrysanthemis, and Lypira. My name pronunciation is infamous. Finally, the brave Hesperides who journey to the Lixus are considered the third tier of wisdom. They are Aeopus, Athenia, Duncus, Calypso, Myrmessa, Nilissa, and Tara. Yeah. The revelation. In 1747, a mortal named James Lind discovered that adding the juice of the bitter variety of golden apple he knew as lemon warded off scurry.
Sprinters break, marchers continue.
the terrible disease of sailors. This revelation proved to be so vital that lemons and other varieties of gold apple were treasured for their medicinal powers even more than for their flavor. All right, the word terrible there needs to get a spell check. Oh, I love this. The golden apple is actually lemons? That's interesting. I did not know that. Hey, Bombakini, welcome. Also known as the Daughters of the Evening, the Hesperides began as a trio dedicated to protecting their new precious tree of golden apples. As their tree matured and bore fruit, they obtained seeds, choosing only the very best and most perfect seeds from each batch to plant. They ever so slowly grew their precious tree into a grove. Over time, the grove grew. To tend the growing number of trees, they needed more daughters. The three daughters prayed to Nyx. During their prayers, Nyx came to their grove and tasted the fruit of their tree. Pleased with the fruit, she drew upon Erebos and crafted for them the circle of night. The Hesperides could now have a mortal woman willing to stand within the circle and accept the power, becoming a Hesperide. Okay. The golden apples, called Hesperides, became well known in their land. Nyx came to them and asked for them to start a new grove in a place called Lixus. 7 daughters were chosen. They took with them a seed pouch and traveled under the protection of night. Looks like we got some good Hero Forge stuff going on in there. Once they arrived in Lixus, a town on the right bank of the Locus River, they took a boat out into the sea and followed the guiding star to a new island. They planted their seed around the new circle of night. Breaking their boat, the sisters then climbed into a peak of the island where the villa, blessed with comforts from Nyx, awaited them. As they had in their hidden land, the 7 tended the seeds that grew into a fine grove. The 7 tended the seeds that grew into a fine grove. Yeah, okay. In between their nurturing of the grove, they learned to play music on the wondrous array of instruments Nyx had gifted them within the villa. Over time, the Hesperides came to be masters of music and song. Nice. Hera. Once the trees began to bear fruit, Hera swooped in. She proclaimed it her garden, although she allowed it to continue being called the Garden of the Hesperides. To ensure the garden remained hers, she placed Ladon, a many-headed dragon, to protect the trees. This prevented anyone but her harvesting the fruits, including the Hesperides. Unfortunately for Hera, dragons may be mighty and terrifying, but, unlike hydras, they love to sleep. They also loved music. It did not take long for the Hesperides to figure this out. With beautiful music, they soothed the dragon to sleep while they worked within the grove collecting their fruits, as they always did. After the Romans defeated the Greeks, they had little interest in the mysterious island and its golden apples. Over time, few people came to think of it as precious or even beyond normal, and the island vanished from the mortal ken, becoming a Nesoi. Ladon dug a lair that went deep beneath the grove where he could sleep without interruptions. When the Roman gods withered in faith as the new religions of the world rose, the Garden of Lixus became one of the hidden Nisoi islands. Sailing grew about the world. As it grew, so did the realization that the longer a sailor was at sea, the greater the risk of dying by sickness.
Time for the sprinters to get back to work.
Nyx came to the Hesperides and told them it was time to spread more groves about the world so their fruits would be plentiful when the time was right. And so more Hesperides were made, and the 2 circles and groves of their precious fruits, in an ever-growing variety, spread around the world, some only tended by a lone Hesperide. When the revelation happened, the Hesperides were ready with their groves. To this day, they defend hidden groves all over the world, ensuring the power of citrus will thrive forever. All right. I am a little personally attached because of the lemon nature. I did not know see, I don't know or do not know if this is, a real thing. And so that's, really, cool. I mean, where did they call it? The golden, so if I Google this, what did Hesperides guard? Golden apples. Okay, so I love the idea that the golden apples were actually lemons that helped sailors overcome scurvy. That is just, I think, really interesting, and personally, I like it. All right, so this is a great article, fun reading. Just a couple of typos. It did read rather smoothly, and the inclusion of the pictures, I really like the one from Heroes Forge here, but a good variety of pictures here. I don't know how to pronounce some of these words, so a tooltip for each of these words to ensure correct pronunciation might be helpful. So all in all, really well done. All right, there we go. And if you would like to have your fiction or world-building article to be reviewed on a future Submit Saturday, please visit wgc.bz/submit, and you can have your article critiqued in the future. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching this Feedback Frenzy. Be sure to show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell. WriterGreg offers coaching sessions to help bring your world to life, create compelling stories, and accomplish your creative goals. Please visit wgc.bz/coaching for more details.